Right, AMC family, here it is. Johnwicksnipin's reaction to Jon Stewart's interview with Spencer Jacob of the Wall Street Journal. I saw the video today as I woke up at 7 in the morning. This is going to be part one of maybe 2 to 3 parts so that they're not just long videos. Jon Stewart is literally talking our fucking exact language, and he's clearly a bigger celebrity than anybody is on YouTube in this movement. And this is the guy that we kind of like have to push forward to kind of help us to just keep on talking about us and why we're here and what we're doing in regards to this AMC movement. But it seems like he's watching our videos and stuff like that. I know that I tag him in my videos. Hashtag, I do everything. I hashtag his show, him in particular. So, you know, this is a good thing to kind of like watch this guy's videos, give him a thumbs up, and hopefully he can help us find the answers.
You saw the episode we did about stocks. There were things in it that you thought, that seems right, but there were some things that you really felt were misguided.
Right.
You felt we did a pretty decent job of explaining the parameters of the problem. I think the crux of maybe our disagreement is, and maybe I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it feels like you're maybe more excusing of some of the excesses that I'm trying to say are systemic on Wall Street, and don't think that the ape movement is sophisticated in terms of their investment strategies. And my position is they exposed something systemically wrong about the infrastructure of Wall Street. And that to me feels really important.
So yeah, right there, right in the beginning of this video, Jon Stewart is explaining it exactly right. We've exposed the problems with the stock market all the way back from GameStop and what they did with removing the buy button and payment for order flow. You know, a lot of us didn't know this stuff, to be honest with you. It just started to get exposed through the GameStop fiasco, and now we're involved in it with the AMC thing. So yeah, he's speaking our language, and we're on to this game already. So it's just weird to me how we can be ignored. And I'm going to be explaining what we need to do next week about starting to get heard, because us bickering and talking on YouTube, and a lot of us, listen, the platforms even that Lou has, Trey and everything, it's just baby platforms. Like, they're not even going to pay attention to that. They can literally just go, who cares? Let them keep talking shit all they want on YouTube. We have to reach higher powers. We have to reach somebody that says, holy shit, we got to pay attention to this, because they're speaking loudly now. These platforms are growing. They've got, look, somebody, maybe it could be me, maybe it could be whoever you want it to be, but if somebody has like 1 million sub, 2 million sub platform with hundreds of thousands of views, maybe even millions of views, man, my gosh, on YouTube, you see so many other dumb shit that gets millions of views. And this is actually something that's extremely important. This is like this is the biggest institution in our country, and it's corrupt. And we're exposing that, and nobody's going to listen to us. So one of my strategies that I'm going to explain next week is that I'm going to say that whoever is in this movement, whoever is watching me, whoever is watching Lou, who doesn't matter who you watch, you need to like, you need to subscribe, you need to just everything to push us higher, so that all of YouTube sees us. So that right when you log in on YouTube, you're starting to see guys with hundreds of thousands of views on videos that get other people to watch that maybe not even interested in stock, but they want to hear what the hell these guys are talking about. That's going to be one of the strategies. It's just whoever talks positively about AMC needs to be propped up with likes, with views, with comments, whatever have you. Get it up until we reach somebody that acknowledges us and says, holy shit, we got to take care of this problem. They're now like talking loudly to the rest of the country, and people that are not even looking at the stock market are now starting to listen to this shit. So think about that, take it into consideration.
If you think that is that's incorrect.
Well, I think this whole episode does expose, how the sausage is made, which is not very pretty. So I do have a problem with it. I have a problem with all the things that enable, Wall Street to be turned into a casino that brings people in. So I don't disagree with you at all there. Uh, the ape movement got it was a movement to make a lot of money and to stick it to Wall Street, because this is a generation, their formative experience was their parents losing their jobs or losing their homes, or friends, family, suffering
That's right.
during the financial crisis. This is before they had their own money to invest, but they all
Mhm.
remember it or have heard about it, depending on where you are in the 18 to 35-year-old spectrum. And so Wall Street was seen as a bad guy, not rich people. It wasn't class warfare, because they like Elon Musk, who was, the richest man on earth at the time this episode happened. And he sort of egged it on, also made a lot of money off of young retail investors, by the way.
Look, sir, this is class warfare. Folks, I'll say it plain and simple. This is the wealthy versus the middle and lower class. This is what AMC is ultimately about, okay? If you notice, the wealthy don't even go long on this position. They won't. They're not going to go long on this position. That's why, like, you haven't seen Elon Musk jump in and grab 1 million shares or 2 million shares, which he could easily do with a blink of an eye, or any big whale. I know wealthy people down at my level, not billionaires, but millionaires. They're not. Anytime I say AMC, they look at me like, what? Who cares? Like, I don't care about that. They're not interested in investing into this because they're trained to think on business fundamentals and stuff like that. Like, they're not interested in playing for a short squeeze. So this guy, clearly what he's saying to me is incorrect. This is a class warfare. This is the working class is tired of just not only working for you motherfuckers, but we give you all of our fucking money. You take it, you tax us the most, okay? Then you encourage us to go into the stock market that you have fucking extremely rigged against us. You're playing the other side of the fucking token, and we're on this side that's like, oh, just throw your money in here and it'll grow over time. They don't want short-term plays in the stock market. They want you to just throw it in there, and maybe in fucking 40 years, if they feel like giving you some money at that point, which they'll then tax up the ass. It's just a terrible institution, and it's like one of the only ones that we have to help us grow our money. It's either property or investing in the stock market, basically, is what it boils down to. Other than that, go to a fucking casino and see if you can beat the casino, which we know we can't. You can't beat blackjack, you can't beat roulette, you can't beat any of that stuff. You can't even really beat poker, and that's not even against the casino. The casino is just there taking money while we battle each other out. So I'm going to end this video here as part 1 because it's already into 8 minutes, and I don't want anybody to kind of like lose interest in watching this. So Johnwicksnipin part 1 is out.